Alright, family, I'm trying to be a little bit more on time. So I just cut my workout in half. I'm going to go out and finish after we get done. You know, I got to get my days in. So I'm going to go out, do my G salutation and my meditation after we get done here. That's why I don't have on my uniform. I just got done running, and I don't want to put all that sweat on my only shirt as of now. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm stacking the money so that I can go and get these shirts. After I get these couple of gallons traded off, I'll be able to go on and possibly move into producing the shirts, because you know it's like a upfront expense. So for all the shirts we produce, there's going to be a major upfront expense. So I'm thinking about having like a fire sale for the shirts at first. Oh, my fault. Oh my God, I forgot to do something very important. Very important. How stupid of me. All right, let me go back here. I'm gonna resume. All right. You know what? I'm sitting up here. I'm doing this, and I have forgot to do the most important thing, and that is to send out the black signal to those that are on G&J. Throw up the black signal. So I'm sitting up here like, why ain't nobody here? I know people like, damn, you know, he get later and later. But you know, like I said, this is the workout, and I'm gonna try to continue to work out throughout the year. It might not be like I'm doing it right now, but you know, we got to drink our water. Got to take our breath. We got to move our bodies, you know, and I'm moving my body right now. And, you know, I'm getting back into the mode. Now, maybe not in the mode where I'm going to get out and try to do a 50-kilometer run. Shit. I don't know if I'm ever going to try that again. I get the shivers just thinking about it. Well, actually, I don't. But, you know, I did see a run. It's called, it's a 5K mud run. And I'm thinking about having a team and doing those type of runs, like because some of those runs you could do as teams, and I would love to take my young people down there and hit those things. You know what I'm saying? Hit those type of runs, because it promotes bonding, it promotes camaraderie, it promotes teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I mean, it's like, it's incredible. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? How struggling together brings you closer. I mean, because if you just reflect on some of the best times in your life, it might have been the times where you didn't have everything you needed, but you had the company and y'all were tight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were tight. Now, I know I got this message on this damn thing. I know. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm about to step off for a second. Oh, shit. I didn't even create the damn thing, or at least this thing said I didn't, so I'm about to go and send this out right now. I apologize, family. I apologize. I guess I didn't save it before I erased it. So, let's do this. Great Kujichagulia. Y'all get to see me do it. Great Kujichagulia. It is Great Kujichagulia, isn't it? See, if I went and took my shower, I'll be straight. Be sure we are up and toasting this morning. Spreaker. .com/HTM. Download the app. Yep, I'm pushing that app, family. Download the app. Because I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Spreaker is one of the only things that gives us in a sense, that gives a fighting chance to somebody small like I am at this point in time. You know, like those other big users, you don't get no opportunities, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, sink or swim. At least with Spreaker, I have a pretty good opportunity. You know, you get a few commercials on there, but other than that, it's cool. Cleveland, don't be high in your eyes. I know you trying to sleep. You ain't slick. You're not slick, my friend. Alright, so let's just throw up an African opening tree of life picture. Inner head does not like to be slided, said the knowledge holders. Boom. Let's send that off. Save and send. Alright, I'm sorry to all my family out there, because we have already started. And the message is going out kind of late. I mean, you know, y'all think I'm moving to 5:30. I'm not moving to 5:30. I'm getting up a little bit earlier. I was up at 4:10 this morning. Actually, my alarm went off before that, and I was able to lift my body up at about 4:10. And I didn't understand why my alarm didn't go off at 4 once again. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes off at 3, then it goes off at 3:30, then it's supposed to go off at 4 o'clock. But, you know, I automatically got up at 4:10, you know. So here's to life. This is that Phoenix blood. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that is. And I need for Miss Anime to go on and let them know that this is not from her, because there is no abused mystic animals over here. You sounding kind of weak, Anime. You gotta kind of convince them now. The hell going on, Anime? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's sabotaging. That's what it is. It's sabotaging. That's what it is. It's pure 100% sabotaging. Thank you. Thank you, Anime. I appreciate that. So there have been no mystical animals harmed in this process. This is that Phoenix blood, though. Hot damn. Woo! Hey, Cleve, you want a shot?
No, thank you.
You sure?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So let's go and make our drink while we're waiting for the rest of the family to gather. I'm about to put that ambrosia on. Until we get our batch of ambrosia, we got our bee pollen, which we'll talk about. Not today though. Alright. Got our bee pollen. We got our phoenix blood. Or that ancient ambrosia. Alright. Excuse me. Ooh, that phoenix blood brought it out of bring that burp out of me. There you go. I know some people waiting for the text. So don't wait for the text. Be looking for your brother. Alright. And that's that green tea. So we got all combined. I gotta mix it up early so that it kinda breaks down the bee pollen. So I'm mixing up for y'all right now before we even get into the theme song. So we can have our toast. See that? Let's see if we get it that nice, pretty orange. Let me turn on the... There we go. That super health drink. Good for the brain. Good for the allergies. Help them allergies go away. Get some B vitamins in you. Right? So look at that. Nice orange color. You know what I'm saying? Bees know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? A little bee slobber and some dust. You never know what'll happen. Alright, so we'll save that for later. But family, I need to let you know you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. The media is media, all right? Of course, you know there's a heart of a Simba production. Shouts out to the Simbas out there in Simbaland. I salute you, all right? Cleveland, wake up, boy. Wake up. All right, this is Heart of Simba production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. And you know we strive to blow up your paradigms, your old paradigms. Kind of scoot this over a little bit. Scoot it back. Alright, let's get it going.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Grab your water. Come on, pick it up. 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 Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath. Take your breath. Take a breath. Take your breath. Drink. Now lift your glass. Lift your glass and drink some water. Live. Drink. Now move your body, drink some water. I still got to do my yoga. Move your body, drink some water. Oh! Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Raise. Breathe. Drink. Move. Raise. Take your breath, drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Enough for now. Alright, family, so we need to drink our water. We're going to do our toast. I still got to do my workout. I'm running late. I ain't got my super uniform on. So, you know, I ain't want to put it on over all this sweat because I just got done doing my little mile. I still got to do my smile, which is the meditation aspect of starting the day during this summer period, during this time that I'm going through right now. All right, family. So we need to drink this water, but before we get busy with that, I need to let y'all know that tonight we will be having Folktale for Grown Folks. If all things aligned properly, we'll be having Folktales for Grown Folks, and the folktale tonight will be The Shepherd and the Sheep. Let's see, because we might have heard this one or heard another version of this. Let's check it out. The Shepherd and the Sheep. A shepherd driving his sheep to a wood saw an oak of unusual size full of acorns. And spreading his cloak under the branches, he climbed up into the tree and shook them down. The sheep, eating the acorns, inadvertently frayed and tore the cloak. When the shepherd came down and saw what was done, he said, "O you most ungrateful creatures, you provide wool to make garments for all other men, but you destroy the clothes of him who feeds you." have a pretty good conversation with this one. Oh, you ungrateful creatures. You provide wool to make garments for all other man, but you destroy the clothes of him who feeds you. I'm going to think upon that one. I'm going to think upon that one, right? You know, I'm just like, yo, hey, family, I think that's going to be a good discussion tonight. So hopefully I will see you there. Without any further ado, let's get our water. Let's get our water on. Family, now remember, Gye-Nyame rules, Gye-Nyame family, tribe, listen to me. The goal is for us to stay healthy. It don't make no sense for us to be getting up, toasting our ancestors, and our bodies are falling apart. Right? It's 5 parts of our being that I constantly talk about that we have to master. 5 parts, right? 5 parts. You see that like your hand. 5 is 5. You know, people be like 7 is 7 is the most important number. But all numbers are important. All of them have a function. 5, right? You have 5 parts of your being: intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And I mean, I got my hand like this because it's kind of perfect like this. Why? Because that physical is that opposable thumb. And it's with the physical that you are able to influence and move things in the physical world. If I just had my hand, right? If I just had my fingers, it'd be kind of hard to hold that glass. But with that opposable thumb, y'all see that? With that opposable thumb, it makes it possible for me to work this glass. It opposes, right? It's opposite all the other fingers. So in that conflict, right? It's kind of crazy, right? It's opposite. In being able to oppose all the fingers, it gives a counterbalance. It gives an opposite effect, right? Which makes it possible for things to happen. All right. So that is the physical body. That's what the physical body does for the entire being. The physical body is not you, right? The physical body is part of who you are. So some of us get so spiritual that we forget about the importance of the spiritual body, about the importance of the physical body. And some of us get so physical that we forget about the importance of all the other stuff. What we're talking about in Gye-Nyame is we talking about aligning all 5 of them: the intuition, the mental, emotional, and spiritual, and the physical, so that you can form the fist in this life and knock the hell out of anything that gets in your way. You know what I'm saying? Or use the opposable thumb and the hand to move it. Right? But a hand with a missing finger is kind of weak. A hand with a missing thumb is just messed up. Look. I can't pick up this damn big ass glass. I can pick up this little bottle of water, right? It's almost empty bottle of water, and I might be able to pour it. But with the opposable thumb, which is that physical body, it makes it possible for a lot of shit to happen, family. So, so in Gye-Nyame, we talk about, those 5 parts of beings. We talk about the 4 things that you need to stay healthy. And I keep on stress needs. You need that breath, proper breathing. That's like with that like the sisters was talking about the yoga on Imani, right? When y'all go and do yoga, part of the whole piece is learning how to breathe and learning how to fill up the body. And like I say, sometimes we need to kind of hold our breath sometime too. But breathing is very important because a lot of these diseases that we have are coming because we're not breathing properly, right? The next is getting the proper amount of water. Not coffee, not tea, not pop, but the proper amounts of water, right? Water is, your body is 70% water, so you need to be replenishing that water. So you need to get the proper clean water into your system, healthy water into your system. You got 1, the breathing; 2, you got the water; 3, how you doing, Miss Sharika? 3, you got the culturally appropriate diet. And I'm going to stress that one, family, because a lot of us, we eating good, but it's the food we eating good. You understand what I'm saying? We eating good, but it's what we eating good for us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I like cheese. You know what I'm saying? I like some breads. You know what I'm saying? I like my beer. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm trying to make is, family, we have to find cultural appropriate things that we can include in our diet. One of the things that I really like adding to my diet when I'm cooking or when I'm making stuff, salad dressings and stuff, I use a lot of palm oil, coconut oils, right? Adding more greens. You know, of course, since I don't eat meat, I got to add a lot of greens, but then I got to think about how I prepare these greens, right? Adding some fish. And then one of the things that I'm discovering is if you go to some of the African stores, they got dry fish, right? Which is basically like a fermenting process, or the salted fish, which is basically a fermented process, right? That's going on. I mean, there's so many different things that you can add to your diet to make it culturally appropriate. I ain't saying you got to give up your pizza or your fried chicken. What I'm saying is, or can you add culturally appropriate things to it? So you got that one thing that's on the side that you love, but then you got other things that's contributing to your health, that's contributing to your microbiome, that's contributing to your overall fitness, right? Last but not least, the culturally appropriate movement, family. We got to start moving. We are running people, right? We have the ability, and this is crazy, family. This is what, a lot of people say it was the brain that kind of elevated us above all the other animals, which is cool. But a brain, I done seen plenty of smart motherfuckers get knocked out, right? You get to the solution, but the big brawly dude ain't going, he ain't caring about the solution. He just want to win, knock your ass out, right? Just like bears can eat. Bears that ate of many smart motherfuckers. Lions that ate them. You know what I'm saying? They don't care whether or not you smart, how many degrees you got. When they hungry, them and theirs is going to eat, right? So it wasn't necessarily the brains that because it take time for that intelligence to develop. The one thing that kind of made it possible for us to survive was our ability to move, family. I want y'all to think about this. We wasn't the fastest, we wasn't the strongest, but there is no other animal that could run as far and as long as you can. You don't even have to stop. We stop because our body, we get lazy. It's like you tired, you need to. But we the only animals that could consistently move and don't have to worry about cooling off, because our body is going to produce to sweat. Our body, we don't have to pant like a dog. This is why when you see a dog, the only thing that it got to cool his body off is his tongue. So it breathes like that. It has to breathe like that. You look at the lions, you look at all these other animals, they don't have it like you. You were able to move. And this was one of the things that made it possible for us to survive, because we was able to stay mobile. And we was able to run shit down until it was exhausted. A deer is fast as hell, but a deer cannot continuously run for 4 hours without dying. Right? A lion could chase your ass, and a lion might catch a few of us. Right? But a lion is fast as hell for about 30 yards. You know what I'm saying? 30 yards. After 30 yards, them motherfuckers start slowing down. Right? Family. All I gotta do is get the jump on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna catch me, Mr. Lion. I'm off across the plains. This is one of the things that kept us. So we have become sedentary. Like, look at my big ass comfortable chair. We have become comfortable with sitting, when in fact we are designed. And family, I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this. You are designed. Your body is designed to go 20 miles a day, at least. I ain't saying get out and do 20 miles. And you know what's even more incredible? The ones that tell you that they ain't designed to do the most running are the ones that's built best for running. Black women. Especially I ain't talking about the speed shit. I mean, because y'all could be fast. But the long distance running, black women, you was designed for long distance running. Shit, you the pace keeper. You know what I'm saying? Black women are designed as pace keepers in the tribe. This means that you might have people that run faster than you, and you're going to have some people that run just a little bit slower than you, but you set the pace for the whole community in the walking and the running. Yeah, you don't have to believe me. Do your own research. All right, so let me find some water drinking music. Cleveland, boy, don't make me come on. Ooh, Cleve trying to get you sleep. That's what happened. You sleep. Yeah, you are. What did you happen to that?
Right here.
Yeah, what you doing? It's real life here, Gye-Nyame. I'm trying to get them ready for the world. What you on?
I'm looking at grasshopper. What else?
You said you done. Huh?
I'm trying to do what is it? The code playground thing.
You're trying? Is it working?
Yeah.
All right. So for those that don't know, I got Cleve on this program called Grasshopper, and him and one of his partners got together and they finished it. Now I ain't gonna get into all the Cleveland stuff, but so now what Grasshopper does, what's the language y'all learning on there? JavaScript. They're learning. It teaches them JavaScript. So he beat it, and now what he's doing, they got this playground where he can experiment with the codes and start building his own stuff. It's only available on Android, but it's designed in a sort of game format to kind of keep your young people's attention as well as keep your attention too. So if you want to learn how to code, or you want your children to learn how to code, I suggest download Grasshopper and they can get it, because it got a point system too. So they get so many points. Like how many points did you get before you finished?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000? Okay. So, but I had to kind of put the fire on them, because now check this out. I put Cleve and my nephew on this. Yeah, I'm about to tell them about a month ago. Right? About a month ago. And, they was going on, oh, we got 238 points. Right? So then once the summer started, I put some other young people on it. Right? Cleve, I got 200. I got about 225 points. Right? I put some of those kids on there, and within a day, they had 225 points. More than 225 points. I'm like, Cleve, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? We got other people that's just, we had one dude get on there and he had like 500 points in like a day. Like, what are you doing? So, you can monitor through the points, and you get a little competition going with other young people and stuff like that. And it's not an unhealthy thing, but it kind of put the fire up under Cleve, where he had to get up and because it's like, I can't bullshit my dad now, because other people on here, and my best friend is beating me. So what they did was, his best friend, where they started helping each other, where it got kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? Where it was kind of difficult, they was able to do different experiments together to figure out how to solve the code. And and that's part of young people growing up, learning to problem solve, learning to work together, learning to build those teams. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to put on some music so I can drink.
Spirituality that supports reality. 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 Spirituality that supports reality.
This is an African set, more respect. I saw the light, now I got to reflect straight back. Here's a little message while you live, and what I got to give is somewhat positive. Stay, the brother's gonna serve rhythmatically. Pass up on to you what was taught to me. That was Afrocentricity about being spiritual. So here we go to proceed quite lyrical. Praise the one for which I pledge my stand. Peace to the creator, word to the motherland. I got to give it up, cause I'm down with cancer. Jumped in the circle, I was told we
old school. I ran into one of the artists last night. I told him, I said, man, Elder Tony gave me our old CD, man. He like, man, I got to get that. Shouts out to Smooth. Ran into Brother Smooth yesterday. It's good to see him. I just happened to be on the phone with Brother Kwame, though. So, Kwame was dropping it on me, because once, like, for example, this is what's incredible about the family, right? Brother Kwame is a mathematician. So, I mean, like I said, if I got an issue, oftentimes, this is why he's able to stay calm, because he looks at it's almost like he look at everything like an equation and shit, and practice patience with everything. So I could be yelling and shit and cussing, and, he like, yo, boom, boom, boom. He walks you through the process. Be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, dude, maybe I should have been doing math in college. You know what I'm saying? Because this black studies got me mad. Shit. Like, oh, yeah, what the hell? Man, you gotta want to fight. Alright, so we got this, I don't know what to call this great pollinator drink, green tea, which we know is good for the brain. The caffeine kind of wakes you up. I guess it helps clean the liver. We got the bee pollen, and then we got that ancient ambrosia. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out the list. Is it raining out this? I mean, because since you ain't doing that, you could water your plants. Your plants are very beautiful, by the way. Cleve did an excellent job on his garden. So when I start the next part of my Gusa Saba challenge, I will not be eating. 85% of what I'm going to be eating will be from the garden that the gardening program that Cleve is part of. So we're gonna push that through. All right. So without any further ado, what we're going to raise our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that first ancestor, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to the stars of the show, and that's our personal ancestors. We call on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Alexander Davis, Herman Brown C., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fee, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, Nomo X, Pat Meyer, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams. It look like is the sun coming up, or is it about to rain?
Nope.
Okay, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulling, the Luxor brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Winderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Prima Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kidney, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. To the book. DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls. Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson, Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bet Vaughn, John Dewey, and Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charles Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haran Phillips, William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irving Sr., Michael Irving, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell. So, for those that want to add their people to the list, 614-300-1875. Alright? So, we got the list, and some of y'all, I be seeing some of y'all checking in, right? But I don't know if your ancestors on the list, family. salute them. And if you don't want me to read them, please be saluting them at home. Because remember, that is the importance of the show. Me talking and playing and coming up with some of the commentary, all that stuff is secondary. The primary piece about this show is the daily toast our ancestors. That is the high point of the show. That is the power of the show. And I want to make sure that stays primary. All right, family? All right, so that means that I need either you to be toasting, right? Or you give them to me to toast. We need to be toasting our ancestors. We're trying to build our family up here. All right? So, we lift that upper glass and we say Ashe from near family. We move to the present moment. Damn, Ron,
come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
That's good. That brother that played Apollo Creed was a good actor, man. Because it's like that scene, man. That scene, the sense of urgency that he got across in that scene has lasted with me my whole life. Now, Shaka reminded me of that scene. I was like, damn, that was a good scene. But the sense of urgency in his acting and in his voice comes across. And the reason I keep playing at it because I need for you to get a sense of urgency about where we are as a people and where you are as an individual. You know what I'm saying? There is, we act like we're guaranteed tomorrow. There is no guarantee for tomorrow. There is none. Right? So what we have to do, we have to lay it down right now for our people. We got to lay it down right now for our children, because if we are not taking and handling our business now, right? I mean, in a sense of urgency, if we are not handling our business now, where our ancestors have made it possible for us to be, is being eroded right before our eyes. Right? I want y'all to think about this. Just in Ohio, you know, the courts have upheld the fact that, can you cut off that the fan? Yeah. The courts have upheld the fact that they could purge the goddamn voter registration. I mean, really. You know what I'm saying? We got Donald Trump being able to, going to determine the next. I mean, how many? This is a Supreme Court judge. That, you know what I mean? It's like this major shit that's really happening around us, and a lot of us we act like this shit don't really affect us. And you know what? It probably don't affect us, but it affects our future. And we got to understand, man, it's people that strategize for moments in history like this. They put everything together so that moments like this in history, they're able to take advantage of it. And the question for me is, are we preparing our children for that moment? Are we laying the foundation for that moment to happen for our children? See, I want y'all to really think about this, right? Because in certain administrations, right? Let's just say, like, you know, like, for example, if Obama's administration was forward thinking, see, because it's like, you know, we deal with Obama like Obama was a fucking individual. Obama is a brand. Obama, when he went into the White House, he went in as a brand. You know what I'm saying? He took in a whole crew up under his name, which means that it was not an individual. It's a brand. And that brand, if they was forward thinking enough, they would have laid down the foundation for certain shit to happen while he was in office and after he left. And right now, what's happening is, because they wasn't forward planning enough, it looked like a lot of that shit is being reversed. You know what I'm saying? Or we don't even know if this was the initial plan. I'm just saying, I don't know. All right. But it's a sense of urgency, and we got to operate with this sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? So there is no tomorrow. We got now. We got to make it work now. So today is Kujichagulia. I won't go into all that because those that speak the language, you should know. Meiotic. The meiotic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. That's a dark blue, like midnight blue. Right? Beautiful. The color is the Hermetic law of the day is correspondence. That's as above, so below. So if you know how your life runs, right? If you know how your body runs, you can control your life, because your life runs like your body. And if you can control your life, you know what I'm saying, you can control your surroundings. And if you control your surroundings, you control your tribe. And if you control your tribe, you can control your community. If you control your community, you control your city. If you control your city, you can control your state. If you control your state, you control your nation. If you control your nation, you control the goddamn world. And if you control the world, damn, you know what I'm saying? As above, so below. So by learning about the smaller things, we could learn how to work the bigger things. Or you could take the opposite course. By studying what's going on in the cosmos, you can start figuring out how that works. And by figuring out how that works, it all translates back down to you, because you can move from the cosmos to the solar system, from the solar system to the planet, from the planet down to the nation, from the nation down to the state, from the state down to the city, from the city down to the community, from the community down to the tribe, from the tribe down to the family, from the family down to you, from you down to the inner workings of your body, which gets you back to the 5, which I started off talking about earlier today. All right. So in the EEC, which we will be having a class this Kaumba, African Centered Cultural Virtue and Value System, that's put together, that we use in the EEC, the Emotional Emancipation Circles. Today in Wolof, the word is Kursa, self-respect and respect for others. Account ethics is generosity and beneficence. And in Yoruba today, the virtue is Ifarabale. I hope I'm saying it right. Calmness. All right? So we lift up our glass to the present moment and we say, Ashe. Man, look at all that bee pollen on top. That's a lot of bee pollen. That's a lot of bee spitting dust. That's all that shit is. That's bee, that's flower dust and bee spit. That's all that shit is. All right. Damn, I just be thinking about some of the shit I'll be taking some time. All right. So from there, move to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, onto infinity. First, realizing that if we don't handle our business in the now, the future for them will be bleak. But secondly, we toast them in advance, because we know we're going to handle our business. If you're not going to handle yours, I'm handling mine. All right? So we lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there, we toast all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From there, family, this is what we do, that selfish libation, right? I'm going to hold it up for you, because it's heavy as hell. And if Shaka moved to something bigger, I got a bigger glass. So Shaka, please, let's stop. You know what I'm saying? Let's come to some form of agreement that we won't go to no bigger glasses. Because, you know, I'll put a punch bowl out on your ass. You keep it up. All right? So we lift up the glass. And we do this selfish libation. What is this? The selfish toast. This is for you, family. Because when we call our Creator, we call our ancestors, they're present. So let them know what it is that you need in your life for it to run smoothly. All right? There's another reason I do this show. All right? From their family, I toast the most powerful being in the room. And you know who that is. Y'all know who that is. Let's get the most powerful being in the room a round of applause. Give it up. That's right. Give it up. Give it up. Clap it up for yourself. Right. Clap it up for yourself. So I toast you. The most powerful being in the room right now. Right? I salute you. I toast you for taking time, for joining us for this toast. I salute you. And I wish you peace, power, and joy. And we say Ashe. 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 See, I got kind of fancy. I got tired of looking for something to hit on the glass, right? Ooh, that sounds good. All right. So we're going to drink it up. I'm going to say, uh-oh, Brother Kwame made it. What's up, Brother Kwame? You all right, man? Because usually I'm the late one in the family. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually the late one in the family. What's going on? So, it's not a bad taste, family. Not a bad taste. Can't bottle it and sell it, though, but. Ashe. All right, Miss Bradley, you take it easy. All right, Brother Kwame, I see you. Miss Demetrius Miller, I see you. And, of course, Miss Navita Nelson, I see you. Oh, right now, I got all the designs for the shirts. I just have to send off. I have to send off for the, that must be Anubis. What's up, Anubis? Jingle bells, jingle bells. I was here and listening, but I typed my message in without hitting return. Damn, that's what I did with the text message this morning, man. You know what I'm saying? Must be something in the air. You know what I'm saying? I did see them trucks going out this morning spraying and shit. You know, that might have hit both of us, man. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, family, y'all have a great day. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I gotta go, you know, even though I'm on vacation, I gotta go check my other home. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, family. I mean, it's like, it's a blessing to be able to do something that you love. As heartbreaking as it could be, as hard as it can be, it's truly a blessing. And to be able to see my kids run around and enjoy themselves every day, not just my birth kids, but all of my kids, right? To be able to participate with my son's peer group and my daughter's peer group. You still have to get transfer paper, right? Not just transfer paper. I'm ordering. It's a special paper. So this must be the video on here. I'm not just getting the transfer paper. I'm going to get them to print off, because what I want is I want it to be I want it to come off like silk screen. So there's a special paper that I can order and order my sheets, so that all I gotta do is put it on the heat thing, press, take it off, and that shit'll last forever, right? Rather than just the plain transfer paper, so we going straight quality, straight out the gate, black and white, boom. And then, you know, as we start growing, we'll move into some colors, but you know how we're gonna do it. And then on top of that, we still got to talk about the because the hip hop dance, because they got competitions for that type of stuff, and I'm thinking that we might be able to get, get some of these young people involved and be able to get them to get in some of those competitions. But that's a whole nother conversation, and we still got to come up with a title for the dance piece. All right. But yo, this is Brother Hatim. I'm out. Oh, make sure you like and share, and then on top of that, download the app. Go to Gye-Nyame Journey. Go to the Google Play Store. Download Gye-Nyame Journey. Boom. You got me on Spreaker. Not only can you listen to the live shows, because all my shows I'm gonna record on Gye-Nyame Journey before I transfer them over to the other shows, to the show they belong to, like tonight. Folktales for Grown Folks. Instead of putting on Folktales for Grown Folks, I'm putting on Gye-Nyame Journey, and then after the show, I would transfer it to Folktales for Grown Folks. Now, but download it. Then also we're gonna be bringing out the shirt soon. I ain't got the shirt on right now because I'm sweaty and I don't want to put all this magnificent musk on that shirt. All right, so I'm out. This is Brother Hatim. Peace out, family. Like, share, download the app.
Subscribe.
Yeah, well, we ain't on. You can subscribe on Spreaker, but we ain't on YouTube no more. YouTube ain't showing me no love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they do Facebook. They don't do YouTube. All right, peace out, fam.
Does Facebook pay you?
That's the question. No, Facebook does not pay me. But Facebook develops the audience. Spreaker, if I get enough people on Spreaker is probably the fairest platform for us at this point in time. Well, that's an excellent question, Cleve. All right, peace out, family.